You know that feeling of digital friction, right? That little nagging sense that you're actually working for your computer and not the other way around? Well, if that sounds familiar, you need to see this. It's called Automate Everyday Tasks with Python for Beginners by Sharanam and Vaishali Shah. And trust me, it's not just another book. It's basically a blueprint for taking back your time. Okay, let's get into it.
This sentence, right here, this is the entire soul of the book. And as a mentor, let me just say, this is the end goal. We're moving past writing code that you have to constantly check on and babysit. No, we're talking about building solid, automated systems that do the boring work for you while you're out to lunch, on vacation, or even fast asleep. Now that is the promise of real automation.
Now, you might be thinking, but wait, I've already got a smart assistant. Okay, but how smart is it really? Think about it. Most of those gadgets are totally useless without the internet. And worse, they work by sending your voice, your private questions, and your data to some giant server owned by a massive company. So, are we really the ones in control here? And this slide really nails the trade-off we've all been kind of forced to accept. With those typical cloud assistants, sure, you get convenience, but you give up control. Your private data gets processed by someone else, and the second your Wi-Fi hiccups, your smart device is just a paperweight. The tools you're going to build with this book, they flip that script completely. They don't need the internet, your data stays 100% private with you, and you have all the control. Okay, so how do we actually get that power and that privacy back? Well, let's look at a real, tangible solution, straight from the book. I want to introduce you to Recipe 41, a tool that gives you all the power of a voice assistant, with absolutely none of the compromises. So let's meet the offline Alexa. This is a voice command tool that you actually build yourself. Now, it uses this incredible machine learning model from OpenAI called Whisper, but here's the real magic. It runs entirely on your own computer. Your voice, your commands, your sensitive info, it never, and I mean ever, leaves your machine. So how in the world does it work without the cloud? It's actually genius. Instead of sending a recording of your voice off to a server somewhere, the Whisper library analyzes the unique patterns in your voice, kind of like its audio fingerprint, right there on your device. It understands what you're saying locally, turning the sound of your voice into a command that Python gets instantly. Here's the best way to think about it. Using a cloud assistant is like putting your private financial documents in an envelope, mailing them to a total stranger, and asking them to organize everything for you. Building the offline Alexa is like doing that exact same work inside your own locked home office with the door shut. The security and privacy, it's just not even in the same league. And the whole process is just beautifully simple. 1. You speak your command, something like Open My Project Dashboard. 2. Whisper turns that audio into text right on your machine. 3. Your Python script sees that text and runs the task you've assigned to it. And 4. Boom! Your application launches. No internet, no data leaks, no lag. Just pure local control.
And let us open the terminal. Now, if you see, I had already created the virtual environment, so I won't be doing that again. I'll just activate the environment. Okay, and ideally, you'll have to run this command requirements. Okay, but I had already run, but I'll just show you. Because I had already learned everything is satisfied, so it's not going to install anything for me. But otherwise, since if you're doing it for the first time, you'll have to ensure that all these libraries are installed. In addition to all these libraries, there is uh, the FMMG plugin that you need to install, and that plugin is in the previous recipe. The book has the steps that is from gyan.dev website. You have to download the zip file and add the bin folder to your environment variables, because OpenWhisper uses that behind the scenes. Okay, so let's see, this is already done, so let's directly run the recipe, which is voice launcher. Like I told you, it takes commands and does work for you. So let's ask it to open a calculator for us. Open calculator for me. See, now we can try something else. Open Excel for me. That's how this works. and you can press Control C to quit the application. So basically, this is like an offline Alexa running on your laptop, uses a small AI model, and uh, it uses those libraries like I told you. If you download them, hydrate the project, and activate the virtual environment, you'll be able to use it. So hope you guys like this recipe, and uh, let me know how you feel about it.
This book is offering so much more than just a few cool projects. What really makes it special isn't just what you build, it's how you build it. We are not talking about messy, one-off scripts here. We're talking about building professional-grade software.
And that right there is the crucial difference. The authors aren't just dumping code on you to copy and paste. No, they're teaching you a repeatable, professional process, the engineering life cycle. This means you learn to think like an engineer, building solutions that are clean, organized, and actually built to last. Every single one of the 42 recipes in this book follows this exact blueprint. You always start by creating a clean, isolated virtual environment so your projects don't mess with each other. You define everything you need in a requirements.txt file. You build in solid error handling so your tool doesn't just crash and burn. This is how the pros build software. And the result of all that? You stop building fragile scripts that work for a week and then break. You start engineering clean, organized, scalable tools that become a permanent, reliable part of your workflow. This is what separates the hobbyists from the automation pros.
And this is where things get really exciting. The book doesn't just give you one solution. It teaches you how to create your own. Every single recipe is a template, and it's designed for you to take it, adapt it, and mold it to solve your unique problems. Just take a look at this. On the left, you've got the core logic for our offline voice command. Now look to the right. With just a few lines changed, that same fundamental structure becomes a totally new tool that automatically tracks flight prices for you. That is the power of a good template. Once you build it, you can reuse it for dozens of different things. And that awesome offline Alexa we talked about, that powerful private voice assistant, that's just one of 42 production-grade recipes that are packed into this book. 42 different tools, all designed to solve the real-world headaches you deal with every single day. So, if you're ready to stop being a passenger and start being the pilot of your own digital life, well, your journey begins right here. It's time to start building your own tools. This book is your guide. It's not about some abstract theory, it's a cookbook, and it's filled with actionable recipes you can start building today. Honestly, this is an investment in a much more efficient, powerful, and private way of working. Ready to get started? The process couldn't be simpler. Just head on over to www.sharanamshah.com to grab your copy now. While you're there, you can check out all the other amazing books that Sharanam and Vaishali Shah have written together, and you can take that first big step towards automating your life. So, I'll just leave you with this one question. What is that one tedious manual task you do every week that you just wish your computer would handle for you? While you sleep? Think about it, because with this book, you can finally build a tool to make that happen.